All right, so we're diving deep today into the world of organization and storage.
Ooh, fun.
Right. Specifically, all those things that help you get organized. And to do that, we're going to look at some of the top-selling items on Amazon in this category.
Oh,
Kind of like a cheat sheet, to
yeah.
see what's really popular and maybe discover some new solutions for decluttering and just conquering all that chaos.
I love it. Let's get
Let's
organized.
do it and get this. We're seeing a surge in sustainable options, so get ready for some eco-friendly surprises along the way.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's fascinating to see what's really resonating with people these days, what they're gravitating towards.
Yeah, it gives us a real peek into current trends, right?
Totally.
Okay, so first up, we've got these fab totes. Apparently, over 30,000 of these were sold just last month.
Wow.
That's a lot of totes. So it seems like people are really craving that kind of versatile storage that can work anywhere, not just stuck in a closet.
Yeah, totes are great for that, right? You can use them for blankets in the living room, off-season clothes in the bedroom, toys in the kids' playroom. They're so adaptable.
So true, so true. And speaking of versatility, the WOW-BOX drawer organizers are another hot item.
Okay.
25 pieces in a set that's a steal.
Yeah.
These are perfect for taming that jumbled mess of makeup or jewelry or even, those random kitchen drawers that seem to accumulate everything.
Oh, those are the worst, right? Like, I feel like if my drawers are a mess, my whole day is off.
Oh, 100%.
So having those designated compartments, I think, really helps bring a sense of calm and control, like visual clarity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a big part of the appeal. Now, for those who are prioritizing sustainability, and it seems like a lot of people are these days,
Yeah.
there are these House Day space saving hangers.
Okay.
Not only are they made from recycled materials,
Nice.
but they're also designed to maximize closet space. Plus, House Day is committed to worker well-being, so it's a feel-good purchase on multiple levels.
I love that. It's really encouraging to see that shift in consumer consciousness,
Right.
where people aren't just looking for functionality anymore, but they're factoring in the environmental and ethical impact of their choices.
It's a positive step,
Hmm.
for sure. And they even have these magic hangers, which are also eco-friendly, and you can fit, like, multiple garments on a single hanger.
Oh, nice.
Now, let's talk shoes.
Ooh, shoes.
If you're struggling with an ever-growing shoe collection, maybe one that's threatening to take over your space, the Kuject shoe boxes might be your new best friend.
Yeah.
They can even fit up to size 11, which is great because finding storage for larger sizes can be a pain.
For sure. It's on those little details, right, that make a big difference.
Yeah.
It shows that they're paying attention to specific needs and trying to create solutions that really work for everyone.
For sure. Yeah, thoughtful design, for sure. And before we forget about the kitchen, the Songjamas cabinet shelf is a sleek way to add some organization to your cupboards.
Okay.
It's made with FSC certified wood, which means it's from sustainably managed forests. So you're not just getting organized, you're also making a responsible choice.
I like that. It's subtle, but choosing sustainable materials, even for the smaller items, it all adds up.
Totally.
It shows a commitment to eco-conscious living that goes beyond just the obvious things.
It's a great point. Now, take a moment right now and think about your own storage struggles. What are your biggest pain points? Is it overflowing drawers, a chaotic closet, or maybe you're drowning in a mountain of shoes?
Or those dreaded junk doors, right? The ones we all have but pretend don't exist.
Yep, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've highlighted some clever solutions here today. But what I find really fascinating is that it's not just about cramming things into containers anymore.
Mm.
There's a deeper shift happening.
It does feel like there's a yearning for more intentionality in our spaces and in our lives.
Yes.
Like we want our storage solutions to not just be functional, but also reflect our values. You know what I mean? It's like people are saying, hey, I want to be organized, but I also want to be mindful about the choices I'm making.
Totally. And it's becoming more than just a trend, wouldn't you say?
For sure. It's becoming more like a way of life.
Yeah, it really is. And speaking of making conscious choices, it makes you wonder, how much do those factors actually play into your decision-making process?
Right. It's a good point. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of finding the perfect storage bin or whatever.
Absolutely.
But it's so important to step back and consider the bigger picture. Like, are you actually prioritizing eco-friendly options? Do you seek out brands that align with your values?
Those important questions to ask, for sure.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, every purchase we make, it's like a vote. A vote for the kind of world we want to create.
I like that.
So while finding the right solutions to declutter your home is great, it's also a chance to think about your own consumption habits and the impact you have.
Yeah, it's about finding that sweet spot where, practicality meets responsibility.
Right.
And it's not always easy.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Because sometimes the most sustainable option, maybe it's not the cheapest, or maybe it's not the most aesthetically pleasing.
For sure.
So it's about weighing those different factors and figuring out what matters most to you.
Absolutely. And that brings us to a really interesting point. We've spent this whole deep dive talking about the tangible stuff, like the bins, the hangers, the shelves.
Right.
But what about the underlying philosophies of organization? The mindset shifts that can truly transform not just your physical space, but your mental space too.
Totally.
Like, have you ever heard of Marie Kondo's KonMari method?
Of course.
It's all about surrounding yourself only with things that spark joy.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much lighter you feel when you just let go of all the clutter that's weighing you down, both physically and emotionally.
Oh, yeah. That's a powerful concept.
It is. And then there's the minimalist movement, which is all about living with less stuff and prioritizing experiences over material possessions.
Yeah.
And that really challenges us to rethink our relationship with things and find contentment in simplicity.
For sure. It's not about deprivation. It's about freedom. You know?
It is. It is. These philosophies go beyond just tidying up,
Totally.
They're about cultivating a more intentional and fulfilling lifestyle.
For sure.
It's about aligning your outer world with your inner values and creating a space that truly feels like home.
And it's about shifting from a mindset of, I need to buy more storage, to how can I live more intentionally with what I truly need and love, which is such a journey.
It is a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery as much as it is about organization, I think.
I totally is.
And that's what we want to leave you with today as you go on your organization journey.
Yeah.
Remember that it's not just about the products you buy,
Right.
It's about the mindset you cultivate and the choices you make.
Yeah, it's so true. It's not about finding the right container. It's about finding what really brings value to your life,
Exactly. And sometimes letting go of things can be the most valuable thing you can do.
It creates space, for new possibilities, new experiences, a renewed sense of clarity.
I love that. Well, we've covered a lot of ground today in this deep dive into organization and storage.
We have.
We explored some of those top-selling products on Amazon. We uncovered this, growing trend of sustainable choices.
Yeah.
And we even touched on some pretty powerful organizational philosophies that can really help, create a more fulfilling lifestyle.
Absolutely. It's not just about the stuff. It's about how we live.
Exactly.
So we hope this has given you some food for thought and some practical tips to help you kind of tackle your own organization challenges.
For sure. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination.
It really is.
So as you kind of embark on this journey towards a more organized and intentional life, be kind to yourself, experiment with different approaches, and celebrate those small victories along the way.
You got it. And most importantly, make sure your space reflects you, What brings you joy?
Yes, love that.
Happy organizing, everyone.
Happy organizing.